We've known that there's been a community of people who use illicit drugs in that neighborhood since long before we ever showed up.
What we heard loud and clear from the community was not an opposition to having a safe injection site. It was to this specific location, so close to a park.
An overdose prevention site in Yaletown has been approved by Vancouver City Council. This as overdose deaths in BC spike amid the pandemic. Now the plan is to get that site set up here at the intersection of Helmkin and Seabourn. Mayor Kennedy Stewart on Twitter saying harm reduction not only saves lives, it can help our neighbors on a path to rebuild and renew. And councillors voting in favor, like Christine Boyle, saying I am fiercely supportive of keeping people alive in every neighborhood. But the project has also been controversial, with Vancouver Police not recommending the location. In a statement to City News saying our concerns were with the location of the OPS as it is across the street from the only playground in Yaletown. We will continue to work with the community and our partners to ensure a safe neighborhood for everyone.
I'm pretty worried about it.
I know they need help with the community. They need to save lives.
It may be a good thing to help the drug addicts and you know, people that are in trouble, but I think to have the center just beside the park where the kids are playing is not a good thing.
This is downtown, but this is a residential area. This is not just because it's not an office area only. It's just families living here with children.
I've had my barbecue stole twice. I've lived here for 10 years. Nobody's taken anything from my front porch. It's happened twice within a month.
And children get traumatized with those images.
There was willingness from the community to have a site there. They recognized the importance of harm reduction. I think that was clear. And myself and my other MPA councillors affirmed that we support safe injection sites, we support safe supply, we support a location in downtown South, just not this close to a children's playground in such a busy area.
Meanwhile, Rain City Housing, the organization that will operate the site, says there is a need for the service somewhere in the neighborhood and that an overdose prevention van is already operating in the area.
You know, it's pretty well documented in surveillance that Vancouver Coastal Health does around overdose incidents, overdose deaths, and requests for support around overdose, that this is kind of the second highest the community with the second highest demand for these kinds of services.
Rain City has also been operating the temporary site at St. Paul's for about 2 years. He says they hadn't received many complaints until more recently, acknowledging the pandemic is taking a toll.
A lot of that has to do with the fact that in that community, a number of the services and sort of places where people would be able to convene or spend time indoors are now not accessible, right?
He says the new site will be able to safely accommodate visitors indoors instead of congregating in the streets. The approval of the site will also come with more sanitation and policing in the area nearby, including the park. In Vancouver, David Zura, City News.